No.
Why is on the water?
Hello.
Hi, sir.
Hi. What's up?
Sir, I did a
Mm,
few problems
mm.
in from exercise 2.5, and I
Mm.
couldn't solve the ninth and 10th one.
Okay, so we'll discuss that. So the plan for today is generally also to go through the notes entirely.
Okay.
Go through your class notes.
Hmm.
So we'll do the any doubts and all, and we'll go through the notes and make sure that we know all the types what we have to do, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Like I am unable to find in the book at least the one particular type that your teacher has been saying. So this
Hmm.
is this XYP, right?
Yeah.
This type of differential equation where P is dy by dx.
Yeah.
So what this is basically like differential equations of first order, differential
Hmm.
equation first order because only derivative, first derivative is coming,
Yeah.
but it could be of higher degree, but maybe higher degree. Higher degree is in the sense that power of the derivative could be higher.
Okay. Hmm.
So it is not a second derivative, so it's still a first order equation, but it is a higher degree.
Yeah.
So we probably would have to look at some other textbook for that, but
Hmm.
it's not important so much because if you know how to solve it, that is all that is going to be necessary for you in the quiz. So,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
we don't need to go into too much detail because anyway, you guys are not doing so much detail right now, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
So, so yeah, so we'll go through all of this and let's go to the doubts. So exercise 2.5 question 9.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Question 9. So 2.5 question 9 is minus y dx plus
Okay.
uh, x plus root xy dy.
Yeah.
X plus root xy dy is equal to 0.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, okay. So 1 second. So what can we do here? Uh, I mean, y dx minus x dy seems like a possibility.
Y dx minus x. Yeah.
Divided by x square and all, you can possibly get something. So, but let's just try something simpler. So, let's
Okay.
say y is equal to ux, right? I'll
Hmm.
try this substitution. Okay. Because
Okay.
what I can see is the powers of this is 1, right? Degree 1,
Yeah.
the degree 1, and this is also degree 1
Hmm.
because root of some 2 degree thing, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I will try this homogeneous substitution. So dy
Hmm.
is equal to u dx plus x du,
Hmm.
right? So this becomes minus ux dx plus x plus root of x into ux. So root u into x, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And dy is u dx plus x du is equal
Hmm.
to 0.
Yeah.
So so this is minus ux dx and this is ux dx, right? This
Yeah.
cancels. So
Yeah.
what we have is root u into x into u dx
Hmm.
plus x square du plus root u into x square du, right?
Yeah.
Is equal to 0, right?
Hmm.
So I think we might be able to
Yeah.
variable separable
Yeah.
type thing could happen,
Yes.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because now we can do x into u power 3 by 2 dx
Hmm.
plus x square du common, so 1 plus root u
Hmm.
du.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
we'll be able to now do x dx by x square is
Hmm.
equal to minus 1 plus root u du by u to the power 3 by 2,
Yeah. Okay.
right? So this is integrable. This part we can separate it out into fractions, minus
Yeah.
1 by u power 3 by 2 minus 1 by u.
Hmm.
du,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then that's it. This is going to be done, right?
Yeah.
So, so what was important to notice here was that this was power 1, and power 1. So homogeneous substitution,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So that is possible, and then we get the answer, right?
Mm.
Question
Then
number 10.
yeah. So this I tried by this thing, by putting by
Uh,
the substitution thing, but I didn't get it.
Question 10.
Yeah.
X dy by dx, x dy by dx is equal to y into, no wait, what is
Y
it?
plus.
Y plus root over x square minus y square, y
Mm.
plus root over x square minus y square, and something else is mentioned, I think.
X is greater than 0.
X is greater than 0. 0. Okay. Then, okay, so here again, like this seems like homogeneous because
Mm.
second degree and root is there, right? So
Yeah.
again, I'll do y is equal to ux, suppose.
Yeah.
So dy by dx is equal to u plus x du by dx.
Yeah.
So you have x into u plus x du by dx
Yeah.
is equal to ux plus root over x square minus u square x square.
Mm. Yeah.
So u plus root over 1 minus u square whole
Mm.
common x.
Yeah.
Okay, so x is greater than 0, so we can cancel this x, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right, so
Yeah.
this becomes u plus this, and u also cancels. You have x du by dx
Mm.
is equal to root over 1 minus u square.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
So what has happened basically is that notice this is x into this, and this is ux plus this. So x
Mm.
gets cancelled,
Yeah.
and then u also gets cancelled.
Mm.
So you have x du by dx is equal to this, right?
Yeah.
So this is now integrable. This is sine inverse u
Mm.
is equal to log x. So
Okay.
u is equal to log sine of log of x plus, you can say plus c here. So inside there will be a plus c. Sine
Okay.
of log of cx,
Mm.
and is u is y by x.
Yeah.
So y is equal to x sine of log of cx.
Mm. Yeah.
How did the c come? Because uh, sine of this has to happen, right?
Yeah.
So sine of this, but log c, instead of c, you can write it as log k, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it becomes log x plus log k is log kx.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm writing, cx.
Okay. Fine.
So this type of solution will come for this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Any other questions?
No, no, sir.
This is 2.5. So 2.5, we had discussed some questions in 2.5 last class.
Yeah.
Uh,
Indeed.
Before that, any 2.4 and all, any other doubts there? Something?
Mm-mm.
No.
2.4 I did last class, sir, so I didn't do it again.
Okay. So for example, let's
Yeah.
do question number 18th one. Question 18th.
Okay. Yeah.
X dy by
Okay.
dx
Mm.
x dy by dx minus 1 plus x. You have already tried this, okay?
No, sir, I haven't
1
done this
plus
one.
x y is equal to xy square.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to put u as y to the power -1, right?
So right
Mm.
now it looks like you have to, this is like that Bernoulli's form.
Yeah.
So it looks very close to the first order linear equation form, but there is a y square here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would do dy by dx and divide by x also actually. So 1 by y square minus 1 plus x by x,
Yeah.
1 by y is equal to divide by x, so 1, right?
Yeah.
Basically, I have divided by xy square.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So now 1 by y can be my u, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So derivative of this du by dx is equal to minus 1 by y square dy by dx.
Yeah.
So this part becomes minus du by dx
Mm.
minus 1 plus x by x u is
Yeah.
equal to 1.
Mm.
So now you can write it as du by dx plus,
Yeah. Okay. -1.
so my px is this,
Yeah.
sorry, and qx is this.
Mm.
So solution should be u into if. Integrating factor is e power integral of 1 plus x by x dx
Mm.
is equal to integral of y, which is minus 1 into if. So e power integral of 1 plus x by x dx, right?
Yeah.
So this becomes, this is e power log x
Mm.
plus
Mm.
x, right?
Plus. Yeah.
Right.
Plus x. Yeah.
The integration is log x plus x.
Yeah.
So e power log x is just x,
Yeah.
and into e power x e power x, right? This is the integrating factor,
Yeah. Mm.
right? Because e power x comes from here, and e power
Yeah.
log x is x.
Yeah. Good.
So u into x e power x is equal to minus of x e power x dx, right?
Yeah.
X e power x is a simple integration by parts.
Yeah.
So you can integrate it and then
Mm.
divide and you'll get, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Integration by parts you're aware, no? How to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
UV, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I can do
Okay. So let's just go through your notes once, class notes.
it. Mm.
So let's start from the beginning. Obviously, like we have seen all of this. The first stuff is pretty obvious. Linear differential equation. Variable separable he starts off with, right?
Yeah.
Equation. Okay, we already know all of this. Variable differentiable. Example one is fine, no? dy
So
by dx is equal to, for example, example one, dy by dx is equal to e power 3x minus 2y
mm.
and plus x square e power minus 2y plus x
Yeah.
square per minus 2y. So basically the point is to get it as a variable separable
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah, sir. It's fine.
right? So you can take e power minus 2y common.
Yeah.
E power minus 2y common, bring it to that side, dx this side, right?
Mm. Mm.
And then these integrations are easy, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you'll be able to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we go to initial value problems. Now see there, here in this one, dy by
Mm.
dx is 4x plus y plus 1 whole square.
Yeah.
Here 4x plus y plus 1 can be our
What
t,
does
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
1 second, hold on for a moment.
Yes. Sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So solve the initial value problem. So here this 4x plus y plus 1 can be our t, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And this type of things we have done. So
Hmm.
this is the dy by dx is equal to some function of ax plus by plus c,
Yeah.
where you take this as t and then it will become variable separable, hopefully. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is okay. Then we go down, homogeneous equations, right?
Yeah. It's variable separation only.
Variable separable only. And if you get a homogeneous equation, we have seen that we should do y is equal to vx or x is
Yeah.
equal to uy and stuff
Hmm.
like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Fine. Separate the variables b and x and integrate. Okay. These types of questions we have already seen several times.
Yeah.
Then linear equations. So linear equations, we know the integrating factor method
Hmm.
that is there. So
Hmm.
once you have an integrating factor, you can just convert it into the left hand side becomes converted into a derivative of a single function,
Yeah.
right? So that is linear. So this is also fine. These examples should be fine. This is obvious stuff, right? X
Yeah.
plus
Sir, tried these, so
uh,
they were okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for, what is this hyperbolic cosine and sine? This cosh and shine, this
So,
thing. Example 3, for example, right?
uh,
Do you know what this is? This example 2, page number 7.
yeah. e- Sir, I don't know what that is. I just took it like a normal cos function.
No, it is not normal. It is not normal at all. So y sine h, why is there a h and all, right? Weird stuff.
Yeah.
So 2 cos square, so it is called hyperbolic cosine and sine.
Okay.
And these are new functions. These are not the normal functions. So it is not a writing misspelling error. Okay, it's a
Okay.
different function only, and he
Yeah.
must have mentioned, or whoever the teacher is must have mentioned in class. Otherwise, how will he suddenly write this? So what this means is hyperbolic sine and hyperbolic cosine.
Hmm.
Basically, so sine of hx, right, is defined as e power x minus e power minus x by 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is just a name for this function. This is the function.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
and cos hx is e power x plus e power minus x by 2.
Okay.
So now if you notice that, why has this been called a sine? Because I mean, there is a reason. The graph looks like a sine curve, but uh, hyperbolic sine. But
Okay.
notice that this is odd.
Hmm.
Odd function. Why? Because if you put sine of minus x, what comes? E power minus x
Yeah.
minus e power x by 2, which
Hmm.
is negative of sine of hx, right?
Okay. Yeah.
See, this is negative of this, right?
Yeah.
And in the normal trigonometric function, sine used to be odd, right?
Yeah.
So sine was odd there. Similarly, sine is odd. Sine hyperbolic is odd here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And here, if you do cos of minus x, it will
Hmm.
become e power minus x plus e power x by 2, which is
Yeah.
the same as this, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, so you have, this is even function, no?
Hmm. Yeah.
Now, if sine and cos are defined like this, then
Hmm.
tan x would be sine x by cos x, which is
Yeah.
e power x minus e power minus x by e power x plus e power minus x,
Minus
right?
X. Yeah. Hmm.
So, one second. Correct. Tan is defined like that. Now, similarly, all the other ratios are defined in the similar ways as you have learned, right?
Yeah.
Now, what is important here is to understand the derivatives of these functions. So,
Mm.
suppose sine of hx is equal to e power x minus e power minus x by 2. If I
Mm.
differentiate this with respect to x,
Yeah.
so I should get here half e power x minus half into minus 1 e power minus x, right?
Mm.
It becomes half e power x plus e power minus x, right?
Yeah.
Now this is cos x,
Yeah. Mm.
right? Because
Yeah.
the definition of cos was that, right?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
E power x plus e power minus x by 2. So
Mm.
the derivative also is a little similar because normally d by dx of sine x is cos x, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And here also it is working out like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
Mm.
So then what else is there? Cos derivative will become, I think, minus sine.
Yeah.
Derivative of cos will be what? No, derivative of cos is not minus sine. So if you differentiate this, d by dx of cos x h, right? This is
Mm.
becoming ex by 2 minus e power minus x by 2. It is sine only.
Yeah.
So d by dx of cos x is equal to sine x.
Mm.
So slight changes, slightly different, uh, but very similar, right?
Yeah.
Between normal sine and cos, right?
Mm. Okay. Yeah.
So also let's see if there is some identity. So you will have cos h square x is equal to what? 1 by 4 e power 2x plus e power minus 2x plus 2, right? Right?
How did you get this?
I'm just squaring,
Okay. Fine. Yeah.
right? Square it.
Okay. Yeah.
A square plus b square plus 2ab,
Mm. Yeah. 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 Got it.
and sine h square x is equal to 1 by 4 e
Mm.
power 2x plus e power minus 2x minus 2, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you notice now, cos of h square x minus sine of h square x, right?
Yeah.
That becomes equal to 1 by 4 of 2 minus minus 2, so 4, right? So 1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Fine.
the identity, the
Mm.
normal cos square x plus sine square x is 1. This becomes
Mm.
cos square x minus sine square x is 1
Yeah.
in this new function,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm.
so you have one identity here. Similarly, you can possibly, you will be able to find your tan and sec identity also, right?
Yeah.
Sec hx will be 2 by e power x plus e power minus x,
Yeah.
and tan hx was e power x minus e power minus x by e power x plus e power minus x,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So okay, so let's try to figure out this identity once. Because once we have these identities and one or two derivatives, then we will be able to get the rest of the stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you do square of this tan h square x,
Mm.
that will be this square by this square. So that will be e power 2x plus e power minus 2x minus 2 by
Yeah. Yeah.
e power 2x plus e power minus 2x
Plus two.
plus 2, right?
Mm.
So that
Mm.
is clearly 1 minus 4 by,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this is this. So now if we notice that this is secant square x x, no? Secant h square,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? Because 4 by this will come, no?
Yeah.
Right? So we have a slightly different looking identity. We have
Mm.
tan h square x is equal to 1 minus secant square x,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And earlier we used to have slightly different. So basically secant square x is equal to 1 minus tan h square.
Yeah.
And in normal trigonometry, you used to have 1 plus, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And here you also have, okay, so all the two identities that we have derived are uh, cos
Mm.
square x minus sine square x
is 1.
is equal to 1, and secant square x plus
Tan square.
square x is 1,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
These are the two new identities. And
Mm.
remember the definition, sin hx is equal to e power x minus e power minus x by 2. This is odd function, so
Yeah.
therefore a minus sign.
Okay.
And even function is the cos function, that is equal to e power x plus e power minus x by 2, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And derivatives of both of them are the other and positive only.
Yeah. Okay.
Sin hx by x is equal to cos hx, and d by dx of cos of x is sine of hx, right?
Yeah.
Both the derivatives are positive, and this is what is coming, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So now that we know a little bit, if we know the derivatives, we know the integral. Integral of cos hx dx would be
Yeah.
equal to sine hx, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Integral of sine would be equal to cos,
Mm.
right? So now that we know these, hopefully we'll be able to convert everything to sine cos and do the question when it comes, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's look at this example. This cos hx dy by dx.
2, right? Example 2.
Example 2. So cos hx dy by dx plus y into sin hx, y
Yeah.
into sin hx is equal to uh, 2 cos hx square x sin hx, 2 cos square x sin x.
Mm.
Okay, so okay, so this looks like this linear form type, right? dy by
Yes.
dx plus y into something is, right?
So we have to divide by cos hx.
So plus y, this will become tan hx is equal to 2 cos hx sin hx, right?
Yeah.
And now it looks like px and qx,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
have to do e power integral px dx is my integrating factor.
Mm.
So e power integral of tan hx
Yeah.
dx, right? Okay. Uh, okay. So I will do it like this. E power integral. This is sin hx by cos hx, right?
Okay.
Dx,
Mm.
right? So now notice that because derivative of this is this, I can add dt by t, right?
Yeah.
Right? We just
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
that derivative of this is this.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can take it as t, and this is dt on top.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
will become e power log of t, where t is
Mm.
cos hx, right?
Yeah.
So the thing will come out to be cos hx only,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Correct.
Yes. Yes.
So our integrating factor is that. So y into cos hx is equal to integral of 2 cos hx
Mm.
sin hx into cos hx, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now again, which is very easy because this we can take cos hx as t, right?
Yes. And
And
then
then this is
sin
dt.
gt.
This is dt, and this is 2t square, right? So
Yeah.
2t cube by 3 will come.
Yes.
So
Okay.
2 cos hx whole cube by 3 plus c, right?
Yeah.
So y will be equal to 2 cos hx whole square by 3
Yeah.
plus
Mm.
c sec hx, right?
Uh,
Divided
so
by cos hx, no?
yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
Something like this should come. So
Yes.
let's just see what he has done. Px is qx. Okay, after that he is not. Oh, he's done. He's done. So
So the final answer is that only.
final answer is same, but he
Yeah.
has
See.
done in some long way. I don't know what he
Mm.
has done. Okay. So px and qx. Okay. Everything is similar only, right?
Yeah.
But after that, suddenly he has started doing some weird stuff.
Yeah. Uh.
I mean, I would just do it like this. No, see here.
Yeah.
We don't want to use new identities and all, right? This is
So
just,
it's not needed. Mm.
this is 2 cos x whole square into this, right?
Yeah.
So we can just take this as t and this will be dt.
Hmm.
So it's immediately it is coming, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this hyperbolic sine and cosine, you should know what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine. Then let's go ahead. Uh, okay. So one question is given and the answer is given. Like, doesn't seem very difficult. I think dx by dy you can write, and
So it's normal variable separation. I think I can do it.
I
I
think
mean,
it is
the
a
linear
linear
part.
one.
Yeah.
This is this linear first order types, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I can do it, I think.
So you can try it. Like, if you have any difficulty, we can discuss it later.
Yeah.
1 plus y square dx is equal to
Mm.
tan inverse y minus x dy. Again,
Yeah.
this equation contains y square and tan inverse y and is not a linear in y.
Mm.
Only x, since only x occurs,
Yeah.
can be written. So basically, the point is that the old thing, the thing that we had was dy by dx plus px into y
Mm.
is equal to qx. Instead of this, you could also have dx by dy plus py into x is equal to qy, right?
Yeah.
Here the solution would be x into integrating factor is equal to integral of x in q of y into integrating factor with respect to dy, right? And
Mm.
integrating factor would be e power integral of p of y dy.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir.
Like, you are just replacing x and y. It's just you're changing, instead of x, it's in terms of y, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like replacement of variables. That doesn't change the nature of the question, right? Here it was y into if is equal to integral of qx into dx,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Correct. So
Yes.
that is what he is telling you there, that it could be dx by dy in that form also,
Yeah. Okay.
right?
Yes.
So this should not be a problem. This one, the fourth example, you just try dx by dy and express everything as functions of y and all.
Yeah.
That is, the
Okay.
principle is the same.
Hmm.
Okay. Then we have this Bernoulli's equation. No, not Bernoulli's. We have exact differential equations. Now,
Yeah.
we have already discussed how to do it. So let's just take it as an example. The first problem that he has done without seeing what he did. Uh,
Okay.
the first problem. So
Vice.
first one, which is y square e power xy square,
Yeah.
y square e power xy square plus 4x cube dx
Hmm.
plus 4x cube dx
Yeah.
plus uh,
2x.
2xy e power xy square,
Hmm.
2xy e power xy square
Hmm.
minus 3y square dy.
Yeah.
3y square dy is equal to 0.
Hmm.
So we have discussed this type of thing earlier. Let's just revise that.
Yes.
So generally, if it is like this, some weird complications are there. M is a function of x and y, m
Hmm.
x and y, and this is n x and y, right?
Yeah.
When we have m dx plus n dy, to check whether it is exact or not, the first condition is
Dou.
dou of m by dou of y
Hmm.
should be dou of n by dou of x,
X.
right?
Yeah. Hmm.
We'll just check that. With respect to y, I will differentiate this.
Yeah.
So the first part, y square, if I differentiate, it becomes 2y exy square
Hmm.
plus y square. I will not differentiate. I'll differentiate the e part. E part xy square into now xy square differentiation with respect to y. X into 2y.
2y. Yeah. Hmm.
This is what is coming, and this part is going to be 0, right?
Yes.
And on the other hand, here with respect to x, I have to do.
X. Hmm.
That is going to be 2y into exy square plus 2xy into e power xy square into y square, right?
Hmm. Yeah. It's the same.
So now it is matching.
Yeah.
Everything is matching. So it is an exact thing, right? Now,
Yeah.
since it is an exact thing, what I want to write is m dx plus n dy is equal to 0
Yeah.
should be something like dou f by dou x dx plus dou y f by dou y dy is equal to 0 for some function f of xy, right?
Yeah.
Basically, I want to write it like this.
Yeah.
Instead of this, I want to write this, right? And then I would be able to say solution is f of xy is equal to c,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So my dou f by dou x is m, right?
Yeah.
So dou of f with respect to xy by dou x
Yeah.
is equal to m.
So we'll
So
solve for f.
we'll integrate right
Yeah.
now with respect to x, right?
Hmm.
That should give me my f of xy will be integration of this
Hmm.
with respect to x plus a g of
Y.
y
Hmm.
plus a g of y, which is what we have to find later.
Yeah.
First, we'll integrate this. This will become, with respect to x, I have to integrate. So everything else is a constant, right?
Yeah.
So y square is definitely a constant. Y square e power some constant into x, right? Integral, right? So
Yeah.
it is
You
e
divide.
power x y square by y square, right?
Nice. Yeah.
So that gets cancelled.
Hmm.
Plus this is x power 4, right?
Yeah.
So plus g of y, right? This is what I'm getting. So
Yes.
f of xy is coming out to be e power xy square plus x power 4 plus g of y, right?
Yeah.
Now I'll differentiate with respect to y because I already know that dou f by dou y is n, right?
Yeah.
So differentiate with respect to y here, it will become e power xy square into differentiation of e power xy square is 2xy, right?
Yeah.
2xy plus g dash y, right?
Yeah.
G dash y is equal to n. N is this, right?
Yeah. 2xy.
2xy e power xy square minus 3y square, right?
Yeah. So
So
that
this
gets.
gets cancelled. So g dash y is minus 3y square
Yeah.
is minus 3y square. So g of y, this was with respect to y, by the way, right? When I differentiated, right?
Yeah.
So therefore it is g dash is basically dou g by dou y. So g of y will be minus of y cube, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Because integration of this. So
Yeah.
now my function f of xy has come. Function
Yeah.
has come out to be x e power x y power 4 plus x power 4 minus y cube, right? Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Right?
Yes. Sir.
So is equal to f of xy is equal to c should be the solution.
Yes.
So this is equal to c is the solution. Now let's see. It should come this only, right? So see e power xy square plus x power 4 minus 3y cube. Okay, that is a silly mistake that the person who was noting down has done. See,
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
got cancelled. No?
That's cancelled. Yes. Yes.
Minus y cube is equal to c.
Mm.
So you understand the whole process here, no? What we have done.
I got it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Then the second one is solve for this. Now here it is, he is simplifying a little bit. He has written the dy and the dx together, then separately, right? And then it has become this m dy plus n dx, right?
Yeah.
And then he will do the same thing.
Yes.
See, now it is just working through the same process, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So should not be too much of a problem here. Like he's checking my and nx, they are coming same. So it's an exact function only,
Yeah.
right? And after that, it's about just solving it properly, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we come to the equations of first order and higher degree. Equations of first order and higher degree. So here what he's saying is dy by dx may occur in higher degree, so it is convenient to denote it as p.
Yeah.
So it can be p square could come, p cube could come, and so on, right?
Yeah.
So we will say dy by dx is p. So equation will be of the form f of x, y, and p
Mm-hmm.
is equal to 0,
Mm.
right? It
Yeah.
could be some complicated looking expression which has x, y, and dy by dx,
Yes.
right?
Mm.
And this is the equation. Now he's classifying it into 3 types.
Mm.
One is solvable for p, solvable for p, solvable for x, and solvable for y.
Yeah.
Okay, so solvable for y.
Mm.
Now if it is solvable for p, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if it is solvable for p, then you basically solve for it, right?
Mm.
Suppose, so he has given an example here below, like equation solvable for p. A
Yeah.
differential equation of the first order, but of the nth degree, is of
Mm.
the form p power n. Okay,
Mm.
p power n, these are constants. Capital P1, capital P2, and all are constants.
Yeah.
So you could have an equation like p power n plus a p power n minus 1 plus b p power
Mm.
n minus 2, and so on, right?
Mm.
Plus d, suppose, is 0,
Mm.
right? A and B and D and all could be terms which depend on X and Y, okay?
Yeah.
Because the whole thing was written as X comma Y comma P is 0, right?
Mm.
So A, B, D and all the coefficients could have X and Y dependency,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So now this is but we ignore that fact for now and we think of this as a simple n degree equation, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Like in general, if you have an equation like this, x cube minus 8 and so on, right? You
Mm.
have 3 roots, right? You have multiple roots.
Yes.
You could suppose you have an equation like this. Like if you expand it out, it will become a 3-degree equation. No?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So basically, what you're saying is maybe this has n roots for p, right?
Mm. Okay.
N roots for p. Not all the roots have to be real. Sometimes polynomials have imaginary roots and all also, right?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but it is possible theoretically that there could be n different roots, right?
Mm. Mm.
So n different roots, that means there are n different roots called alpha 1, suppose alpha 2, so on, alpha n, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then that means that each of the p minus alpha 1, p minus alpha 2 could be factors, right?
Yeah.
P minus alpha n. Each of
Mm.
them could be factors for the
Yeah.
overall expression,
Yes.
right? So you can write this equation as p minus alpha 1,
Mm.
p minus alpha 2
Mm.
multiplied till p minus alpha n is equal
Yeah.
to 0, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You can transform this in terms of its roots alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the alphas will depend on x and y, right?
Mm. Mm.
Because all the coefficients are depending on x and y,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
So basically now you have this equation.
Mm.
Now what you have to do is you have to solve each of them. Each of them could be the answer, no? Or
Mm.
p minus alpha 2 is 0 and so on, right?
Yes.
So each of them will be a separate differential equation now, right? dy by dx is equal to alpha 1, right?
Yeah. Mm.
dy by dx is equal to alpha 2, right? And
Yeah.
so on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
each will give one solution, something, suppose f1x plus
Yes.
c1. Y could also be f2x
Mm.
plus c2 and so on, right?
Mm.
So the combined solution for the overall differential equation will be each solution product,
Oh. Okay.
right?
Yes.
Because anytime any one of them is fitting, then the whole thing becomes 0, right?
Yeah.
Then the whole equation is satisfied, right?
Yeah.
This happens if any of the y becomes alpha 2, it will happen, right?
Mm.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the general way. So we'll look at one example or one or two examples that he has shown. So
Mm.
for example, question number
First one.
first one, right? P square plus 2p cos of x plus
Mm.
1 is 0.
Yeah.
So p square plus 2p cos of x plus 1 is 0, right?
Yeah.
Now This
Quadratic.
this is a quadratic in P right now. So we can immediately solve for P. P is equal to minus of 2 cos of x plus minus root over 4 cos of x whole square minus 4, that's it, right? Minus 4
Yeah.
by 2 into 1, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we have here 2 here all gets cancelled. So P is equal to minus cos of x plus minus root over cos of x whole square minus 1, right?
Yeah.
But just now we saw this identity cos square
Fine.
x minus sine square x sine
Yes.
h square is equal to
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
So this minus 1 is sine h square, right? So
Yeah.
P could be minus cos of x plus minus sine x, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that means that P has two roots. One root is minus cos of x plus sine of x, and the other root is minus cos of x minus sine of x, right? But P was dy by dx.
Yeah.
So dy by dx is equal to minus cos of x plus sine of x. So take the dx this side
Yes.
and integrate it. So
Yeah.
y is equal to integral of cos of x would be sine only, right?
Yeah.
See, the derivatives are without any change of sign. So integrals also have to be the same, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So minus
Sine.
sine of x plus
Cos.
cos of x, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is plus c. This is one solution plus c1, right?
Yeah.
The other solution will be the second integral, this one. So it will be minus sine of x minus cos of x plus c2, right?
Yes.
So the overall solution for the equation would be y plus this thing plus c1 is 0, that is 1, right? And this thing y plus this thing is 0, right? That is the second one, right?
Yeah.
These are the factors, no? Right?
So we multiply.
So you can multiply them and write this as the solution,
Okay.
right? So let's see what he has done. So see, he has done CC, the two
Yeah.
versions, right?
Yeah.
You understand? He solved one this side and one this side, right?
Yeah. 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 Good.
He should not say the same C everywhere. It doesn't have to be the same C, right? C1 and C2.
C1, C2.
You should put C1 and C2, not C and C, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And that is your solution. So
Okay.
this is one way where if you have P and powers of P and all, like you think of it as an equation in P, right? And you solve for P. And once you have solved for P, write all the possible solutions and multiply all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Then the second type is when it is solvable for X or Y. Right? Solvable for X or Y, right?
Yeah.
So let's see what is the strategy there. So let's look at the second question, for example, right? dy by dx minus dx by dy is equal to x by y minus y by x.
Yeah.
X by y minus y by x, right?
Yeah.
So here in these type of questions, it is still f of xy comma p, right?
Yeah.
But it is solvable for x or y, right?
Okay.
So that means that you could solve for x. X could be some g of y comma p, right?
Yeah.
Right? If you are able to solve for x, you will get
Yeah.
x as some g of y comma p.
Yeah.
This f I have changed to g because you have brought it on the other side, right?
Yeah.
So now what you can do here is differentiate this and write it as dx by dy is equal to d by dy of g of y comma p, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
This this can be written as 1 by p, right?
Yes.
1 by p is dy by dx. dy by dx, 1 by that is dx by dy, right?
Yeah.
So now hopefully this will be a little simple because The problem is that this p is dy by dx. So dy by dx and d by dy of that, what will happen?
Oh,
dt by dy. Maybe like we'll see it in an example and it will be clear what has to happen.
okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So after that, basically you have to solve for g
Yeah.
y in terms of p,
Hmm.
right? Once you get that, you will be able to use the first equation and get the solution. So let's
Yeah.
see. So here it will be p minus 1 by p is equal to x by y minus y by x, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that becomes x square minus y square by xy,
Hmm.
right?
So, but like the method for this and for solvable for x or y is the same, right?
Method for which one?
Like we in this case also we take dy by dx as p and then proceed.
Dy by dx is p is generally true for all of these because p is being used here.
Okay, so how do we know if the equation is solvable for x or y or if it's solvable for p?
We don't know that. We look at the equation and realize what to do.
Okay, fine.
Like we see what is happening. Like
Hmm.
right now I'm seeing, I'm not deciding right now. I'm going to
Okay.
first figure it out. So p square minus 1 by p is equal to this, right?
Yes.
So this is solvable for p only, right?
Hmm.
Because p square into xy minus xy is equal to p into this, right?
Yeah.
So clearly it's a quadratic in p, no?
Yeah. Hmm.
Minus p into x square minus y square
Hmm.
minus xy is equal to 0, right?
Yeah.
Now this is, I mean, actually you can make it a quadratic in x also and quadratic in y also, right?
Yeah, you can. Hmm.
But it is convenient to make it a quadratic in p. I will just do
Hmm.
that, right? Why
Hmm.
bother with some more complicated version, right?
Hmm.
So I will say p is equal to or minus of b, so x square minus y square
Hmm.
plus minus root over this square
These one.
x square minus y square whole square minus minus, so plus 4x square y square, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Divided by 2 into xy, right?
Yeah.
So now notice that this becomes plus x square plus y square whole square, right?
Yeah.
So that will come out of the root as x square plus y square.
Hmm.
Sure, no? Because of this
Yeah.
ODE.
Yeah. Got
So
it.
this becomes x square minus y square plus x square plus y square is one root divided by 2xy. So this
Yes.
becomes 2x square by 2xy.
Yeah.
So
So one
that
and
is,
two we cancel and the
so
two.
x by y.
X by y.
And the other case is minus x square, so minus 2y square by 2, so minus y by x, right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
These are the two roots. So p is
Hmm.
equal to either x by y or p is equal to minus y by x, right?
Yeah.
Now dy by dx is equal to x by y. So
Hmm.
y dy is
Empty.
equal to x dx.
Hmm.
So y square by 2 is equal to x square by 2 plus c1,
Hmm.
correct?
Yes.
And the other solution will be dy by dx is this. So dy by y
Hmm.
is equal to minus dx by x. So the other
Yeah.
solution is log y is equal to log x minus log
Minus
x. So log 1 by x plus c1, right?
yeah.
c2, right?
Yeah.
So you get two different solutions and I
Yeah.
will just multiply these two solutions and write the answer,
Hmm.
right? I will write it as y square minus x square minus 2c1 is 0 here, right?
Yeah.
And this one I will write as log y minus log 1 by x minus
C2.
c2 is 0, right?
Yeah.
And multiply both and write my answer,
Okay.
correct?
Yeah.
So notice here that he has also solved for p, right?
Yes.
And he got these things only,
Hmm.
right? Correct. It is
Yeah.
the same solution, right?
Yeah.
Now, uh, let's see. The third one is also p quadratic in p, right?
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
don't need to worry about it. It's the same thing again, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So third one is similar.
Hmm.
Then let's go ahead and let's see what happens if it is a slightly different one.
Fourth
So
one.
fourth one, y minus 2px is equal to tan inverse xp square.
Hmm.
Y minus 2px is equal to tan inverse xp square. x
Yeah.
p square, right? So now notice here solving for p will be hard, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Now it is slightly difficult. You cannot
Hmm.
solve for p,
Yeah.
right? Because what will you do? You can do tan of y minus 2px is equal to xp square, right?
Hmm.
But notice that p value for p that you will get has an implicit p inside.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, you cannot get rid of the p, right?
Yeah.
You cannot write root of this because it has a p inside it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is not easily solvable for p, right?
Hmm.
So now
Yeah.
here it is clearly very easily solvable for y though.
Hmm.
Y is equal to this,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So this is the case when it has become easily solvable for x or y. Solvable
So,
for y in this case, right?
yeah, we can put this thing as
Huh.
C or something, right?
Now what we'll do is we'll just differentiate with respect to x
Okay.
because we know that p was what? Dy by dx, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll do dy by dx here so that
Hmm.
we can write it as p here, right?
Okay.
So dy by dx would be equal to, let's see, this is 2.
Hmm.
Now this is p dash, so it is double derivative now, right?
Yeah.
2p dash into x plus 2p, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Plus, now tan inverse I have to differentiate.
Hmm.
Differentiation of tan inverse is 1 by 1
By
plus
6
x
square.
square, right? So
Yeah.
this whole square, and
Hmm.
inside part I have to differentiate, right? And inside part differentiation is x differentiation p square plus, now x is going to be here and 2p into p dash, right?
Yeah.
Right. Makes
Yes.
sense. So now we are getting here p, right? P is
Hmm.
equal to 2p dash x
Hmm.
plus 2p plus 1 by 1 plus xp square whole square
Hmm.
into p square plus 2px into p dash, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this p, this becomes this p 0, right? Now you're getting uh,
Uh, so what happened? How did that get
this got
cancelled?
cancelled, no? P and 2p,
Okay, fine. Yeah.
right? So we are getting right now p plus 2p dash x plus here on top p plus 2p dash, okay, p common, p plus 2p dash x by 1 plus xp square whole square.
Yeah.
So now I can take this whole thing common, right? P plus 2p dash x, right?
Yeah.
1 plus 1 plus p by 1 plus xp square whole
Hmm.
square, right?
Yeah.
Is equal to 0, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Correct. So either this is 0 or this is 0,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
You have, then only the equation will be true, right?
Yes.
So this part is an easy solution, this part,
Hmm.
because you can just, okay, I'll just rub off space here. So uh, okay. So you can solve for p plus 2p dash x is a differential equation, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Is equal to 0,
Yeah.
right? So let's see. It is p plus 2p dash x is equal to 0. So
Hmm.
this is basically t plus 2 dp by dx
Hmm.
into x is equal to 0.
Yeah.
So p is equal to minus 2x
Hmm.
by dx,
Hmm.
and this is dp. So dp by p is equal to minus dx by 2x, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So log p is equal to minus half log x plus c.
Hmm.
So you're going to get your p, right? So you're
Yeah.
going to get your p, so which is also actually dy by dx, right?
Hmm.
Uh, so maybe I should have done 2 by, so 2 log p, right, is equal to minus log x plus c. So log k by x, right, is 2 log p.
Yeah.
So you get p square. P square is equal to k by x, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So p square, so p is equal to root k by x, right?
Yes.
And p is dy by dx, right?
Yeah.
And so you get, now you can solve, now you can say y, right? Y is equal to root k x to the power
Yeah.
minus half, so root x and 2 times, so some y is equal to some constant capital K into root x,
Yes.
right,
Okay. Yeah.
plus c or something, right?
Mm.
Something like this has come, right? This is
Yeah.
solvable though. The point is that it is easy to solve. This part
Mm.
this part becomes slightly annoying, I think. P uh, p by 1 plus x p square whole square is equal to minus 1. So see, so this actually becomes an equation, no?
Mm. Yeah.
See, this is actually an equation, x square p power 4 plus p plus 1 is equal to 0, right?
Yeah.
So this equation could have roots, and if p is positive, there are no roots,
Yeah.
right?
If P is positive, then sir.
Because see, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That got
right?
me. Mm.
If p is positive, then this is negative this side, and this side is completely positive,
Yeah. Okay.
right? So p is negative, there might be some roots,
Mm.
but now it depends on, like I am assuming that p is positive here and no roots come from here, right? So the
Yeah.
only root possible will be this,
Okay. Fine.
right? Because otherwise I don't really know how to solve a fourth degree equation.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
there is no standard way to solve. There is, but it's too
Mm.
complicated. There is Ferrari's solution, but we don't have to worry about that right now. So I'm
Okay.
sure in the questions what will happen is that it will be given some way that you can imply that there is no root here,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Let's look at what he has done. Okay, so differentiating, putting p, everything, all of that is fine, taken common, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now to find the general solution of this part we have done,
Yeah.
p plus 2x p dash, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And the other part, what happened to the other part?
So
Uh,
same.
he has ignored that, right?
Yeah.
To find singular solution, take 1 plus p square is 0. Okay, so I don't know what he means there. I think he has just ignored that second part.
Yeah.
Just hold on for a second, I'm getting a call. One second.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh,
Yes.
Basically, he has ignored the other part, okay?
Mm.
No
Yeah.
solutions are coming from there. Actually, technically, you could have some solutions here. If
Yeah.
p is negative, okay, it's a decreasing function, then it is possible.
Yeah.
And basically, a polynomial like this
Mm.
has a solution. It could have possibly 2 real roots or 4 real roots
Yeah.
or 0 real roots.
Mm.
So we are not going to concern ourselves with imaginary roots. Imaginary roots will come in pairs. So
Okay.
it will either be 2 or 4 or 0 real roots, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, uh, so basically, one second. Okay, so one possible solution that I can see is, uh, see, this, can it be written as a perfect square of something? X p square.
Mm.
So xp square plus 1 whole square minus 2xp square plus p square, right?
Yeah.
This is the same thing as this. X
Yeah.
square
Yeah.
p4 plus 1 plus
Mm.
2x p square minus cancels
Mm.
and plus p square.
Mm.
So we have xp square plus 1 whole square is equal to p square 2x minus 1, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
So xp square plus 1 could be equal to plus minus p root over 2x minus 1.
Yeah.
So, okay, we are getting something, see? Xp
Yeah.
square plus 1 minus plus p root 2x minus 1 is equal to 0.
Yeah.
So this is now a quadratic in p. Xp
Yeah.
square minus root 2x minus 1 into p plus 1 is equal to 0. And the
Yeah.
other quadratic is xp square plus root 2x minus 1 into p plus 1 is equal to 0. Right?
Mm. Yeah.
So now what you can say is that this quadratic could have some roots for p,
Yeah.
and this could also have some roots for p, right?
Yeah.
Let's do just one root and see what time of thing comes. P is equal to minus of this, so 2x minus 1 root plus minus root over b square, so 2x minus 1 minus 4 times x, right?
Yeah.
So this becomes minus 1 minus 2x by 2 into x. So
Yeah.
root 2x minus 1 plus minus root over minus 1 minus 2x
Yeah.
by 2x.
So we're only trying it for the second one right now, right?
We are doing it for the which second one? I'm doing it for this one. The
Yeah,
second
like
factor.
no, the two quadratic equations that we got.
I'm doing it for the first quadratic, right?
Minus. Okay, yeah,
Right?
right. Yeah.
So I'm doing it for the first quadratic, and right now I can see that it is not going to be possible. No root is possible here because notice that for this to be real, x has to be greater than half, right?
Yeah.
If x is greater than half, then this will not be real because x is positive means this is negative, right?
Yeah.
So no solution here. Let's look at the second quadratic.
Yeah.
The problem is that either this will be real or this will be real, right? Like
Yeah.
both cannot be real together,
Yes, correct.
correct? So x is positive, x is negative, something will go wrong. Okay. If you look at the second quadratic, it becomes p is equal to minus root 2x minus 1 plus minus 2x minus 1 minus 4 times. Again, same thing is happening, no? Okay, so again, no roots are coming here, no?
Yeah.
Because if x is positive, right? X has to be greater than half for this to be real, right?
Yeah.
And if x is greater than half, this is negative, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have proved now that no solutions are possible in any case from here, right?
Yeah. So only the first.
Only the first one is valid, right?
Okay. Fine.
So the way we proved it was we saw that this is becoming an equation in P and we tried to solve that equation, right?
Yeah.
So how did we try to solve it? We saw that, okay, x p square plus 1 whole square minus this, right? So this should be equal to this. So the only possible roots are these, right?
Yeah.
And then it became two quadratics. And both the quadratics seem to have zero real solutions.
Yes.
Right? Because no matter what you do, eventually, like one of the roots is becoming imaginary.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so the main thing here is that f of x, y, p, right?
Yeah.
You could have things like this.
Mm.
And if it is possible to solve for p, then it is solved for p basically. And
Yeah.
each root you write as a solution. Solve each differential equation and write the overall solution as the product of solutions, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes, however, it might be more convenient to solve for y or solve for x, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you solve for y and all, you will get some other differential equation. Like just now, the way we got y minus, we got no. If you solve for y, you can differentiate by dy by dx and replace it as p,
Yeah.
and then use that to solve it, right?
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
solve for x, you can differentiate dy by this
dx.
with respect to y and replace it with 1 by p,
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
right?
Yeah.
And maybe it will work out, right?
Okay.
After that, when you see the question, only then when you realize what you should do.
Yes.
It's not like some one rule is there which will apply everywhere. So
Okay.
depending on the problem, you will either solve for x or y or p and then get the solutions. Once you get suppose you get multiple solutions, right? You have to multiply all the solutions to write the final answer,
All right.
right?
Yes.
So this is the whole notes. Nothing much is there more. So what you should do is just revise a little bit, practice a few more questions.
So there's that
Uh,
Clairaut's equation, right?
but it's not there in the notes, right?
Oh, sir, I think she added it. I have it with me right now.
So Clairaut's equation is same, is not much difficulty. I have seen it before, but I've forgotten it right now. And I
Okay.
didn't have, just send me the notes, we'll finish it off in the next class.
Yes.
But
Okay.
mostly what we will do is next class will be matrices, right?
Okay. Fine.
Just send me whatever notes is there for this. It's not
Okay.
very difficult.
Okay.
It's just one special form of that linear differential equation only. So,
Okay. So I'll go through it also. Like
yeah, yeah.
once. Yeah.
But
Okay.
mostly we'll start matrices. Okay. Majority of the next class will be about this only. So let's go through these notes also. If you have any notes, you can send me so that I will also know what to discuss.
Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Okay. So we'll discuss on Thursday. I'll send me a reminder by tomorrow and all. I might find some textbook, like we'll look at some textbook also, because some of the concepts here will be theoretical. I'll try and send something. Okay.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine, sir.
Okay. That's it for now then.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.